Hey, my fellow rock stars, Marvellous Mark asking you the question, what's more important than your last breath of air? Your next breath. Where's it going to be coming from? Hey, in these crazy times that we're all experiencing, we've kind of been forced back to survival mode. We've kind of had to back up into the garage. We've had to cancel our tour and get back into the garage. Well, when we're back in the garage or survival mode, are we just going to sit on our coolers full of ice and beer and just wonder, oh man, all the great things that we missed out on? Or are we going to start planning our next tour? See, we've had plenty of time and things will get better. So, what's going to be our move coming out of the garage? How are we going to get back on tour? I mean, personally, I am already putting strategies and framework in place to handle the volume because I know when it breaks loose, it's going to break loose like crazy. And the phone and the emails are going to start coming in, and the tour is going to book up. So, what are you doing? Are you still in survival mode? Or are you still thinking about what your thriving mode, what your strike mode is going to be? I mean, you look at companies like Blockbuster and Borders Book and Sears and Radio Shack and Forever 21. I guess they weren't forever, were they? And what happened? At some point, they were forced to go back into survival mode or defensive mode. But they never went back to playing offense. They never went back to the strike zone. They never went back on tour. And they wound up going out of business. And who would have ever dreamed that? And we don't want that to happen to us. So right now, you need to be thinking like the KISS question. What are you willing to do that others are not? How are you planning your tour? You should be practicing, rehearsing, writing new music, tweaking your current music, and figure out what your next tour is going to be. How are you going to get back on stage? Because your competition is. So, in the words of Jerry Garcia, one of my all-time favorite quotes, he says, "You do not merely want to be considered the best at what you do. You want to be considered the only one who does what you do." Man. And Lady Gaga says, how are we going to be brilliant today? What if you ask yourself that question every day? You have 30 days of brilliance if you answer it 30 days in a row. How are we going to be brilliant today? How are you going to get out of survival mode and back into strike mode? How are you going to get out of the garage and back on stage, back on tour? You need to be starting your strategies and your planning now. Because the question is, will your comeback story be better than your setback story? I'm Marvellous Mark, wishing you all the best. And remember, it's not rocket science, it's rock it science. Bye-bye.